All right, guys, today I'm changing the brakes and rotors on my 2011 Ford Focus. They're getting pretty bad. Metal to metal. Sounds like anyway. We'll check it out whenever we get the tire and wheel off. There's my new brakes, my new rotors. Ordered those off Amazon. It was like $82 for the brakes and rotors. They was getting really loud. I went to the parts store. I was going to buy some. But for brakes and rotors, it was like $200. So we just ordered those offline. That was a little bit too much. Last set of brakes and rotors I put on was like 2 years ago. They've probably got about 30, 40,000 miles. They was just cheap set off Amazon. I think they was only like $40. But first thing we got to do is let that jack back down and we'll take that wheel off. Got my special little socket here for my lug nuts. We'll get that wheel off and see what we're working with. Well, guys, I got some good news and I got some bad news. I've been looking for about 20 minutes for my air gun and I cannot find it anywhere. So I'm going to have to take these off with just a ratchet and socket. So it's going to take a little bit longer for me, but I'll put you guys on fast motion so it'll still be like you guys watching the air gun work. So here I go. Just like that, on to the next step. Now we got to get this brake caliper off, and then this caliper mounting bracket. Then I'll pull the rotor off, and we'll be good to go. These bolts for the caliper, not real sure what size they are. We'll find out here real fast though. There we go, 9/16. Anybody that's wondering. Here we go. Got you guys in a little closer so you can kind of see what's going on here. Got that bolt there, bolt on the bottom. Then we got 2 bolts for this caliper bracket here. It's got a bolt here and a bolt on the bottom also, but they're a little bit bigger. I'm not sure what size that bolt is either, but we'll find out when we get to it. Go ahead and take your handy dandy C-clamp. Go ahead and put it on this caliper. Squeeze it back in right now. Make it a little bit easier. That should be good enough for now. There you have that. Usually don't let those calipers hang. I usually put them on something, but that one, it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. So, yum. Look at that. Nothing left. Just about grinded her down through the diagonal metal on the brake pad that was left too. Pretty thin. Those is just old junk, cheap brakes off of Amazon. I bought a little bit better quality brakes off Amazon this time, but they're still cheaper brakes. So if I get another 2-3 years out of them, I'll be happy. This car will probably be sitting in a junkyard somewhere by then. Maybe, maybe not. Your bolts for your caliper bracket, they're 15 millimeter. Oh, they're tight too. They're either tight or I'm going the wrong way. I think they're just tight. Let's try a bigger ratchet and a bigger socket. Not a bigger socket, same size socket. There's the caliper bracket removed. pull the rotor off. There's what the back of the rotor looks like. It's got some marks worn in it pretty bad. It's alright though. Got some brand new rotors to go on. Here's the rotors I got off Amazon. It's supposed to be original ride quality. So it says. Had some pretty good reviews. So funny thing is, I bought these rotors off of Amazon it's been about 2 or 3 years ago, but these were actually drilled and slotted rotors, but they've kind of, I don't really know what happened to it. Must have already just wore down that, I mean, they couldn't have wore down that much because they was drilled and slotted, but I don't see. I can't remember. Maybe they was just drilled in so much and they've already wore down that much, but I don't think so. I don't know. Hard to tell. But anywho, there's the new ones. They look pretty good. Just slide that on there. We'll put this caliper bracket back on with these two 15mm bolts. Alright, now we're going to take this caliper and push the piston back in on it. We'll just take one of these old brake pads and put right there like that. There we go, found the screwdriver. Get that popped off there. Put these new pieces on here. Hold your brakes. Well, there's the brakes on. That took a little longer than anticipated because I was having a heck of a time getting it in the little slot. I don't know why, but well, there's that side minus the wheel and the tire. I'll go ahead and slap that back on. Alright guys, everything on this side of the car is basically the same thing on the other side of the car, pretty much, for the most part, so. I ain't really gonna bore you guys with all that. We'll do a little bit of magic here. How about that? Alright guys, if you made it this far, thanks for watching.